We are back with author Sean Adams. He is the author of It's Okay to Be Crazy. And we really brought him today because we wanted to inspire people, and we thought if there's a life you're not living or a dream you're not pursuing, he's going to help you do it. Sean, let's talk about, first of all, I love the title. It's Okay to Be Crazy. What is the premise really of the book?
Well, my father my parents were very involved in standing up for yourself, being the most that you can be, not making excuses. And my father used to always have the saying that every time somebody tried to lift their head and do something special, it's somebody else there to call them crazy.
Right.
So he used to tease my brother, sister, and I, saying, you got to be crazy enough to believe in yourself when nobody else does. You got to be crazy enough to take big risk and know you can manage the failure when it happens. Not if it happens, but when it happens, because everybody fails. And that's just the kind of house that I grew up in. So I've always had that. And I look at my 9-year-old son and my 8-year-old daughter right now and say, hey, are you crazy enough to do what you want to do? Are you crazy enough to make this lacrosse team? Are you crazy enough to make this track and field team? Are you crazy enough to do it?
And one of the things that I think is so interesting is that you found a way to go and talk to people in corporations and to schools, understanding that this is a philosophy that works anywhere you are.
Absolutely. It's universal. It's universal. It's across the board. When you take these concepts that can build you for motivation, it'll help out a church, it'll help out a family, it'll help out a business, it'll help out a TV show. Yeah,
there you go. And so you say step out on crazy, because that is the key to doing what you want to do, even when other people may not believe that you can do it.
Well, part of it is I quit a corporate job after I got my MBA that was pretty good.
And people said, Sean, you're crazy.
They said I was crazy, but I'd rather be the guy that got to 50 or 60 years old and said, I tried everything I could, and I threw caution to the wind. I put my chips in the middle of the table, and they either happened or they didn't. Then the guy that never tried anything.
I so love this. I so love this. One of your key thoughts from the book is cheer for other people. And when I read that, I thought, wow, that's so interesting. You say one of the fundamentals of how successful we are is how successfully we root for other people and cheer them on. Talk about that, because I think that's important.
It's crazy, because I always tell my kids to not use the word stupid, but jealousy is stupid. And I've always thought that, because I can't do what you do, because you have your skill set that you were born with. So I'll end up losing out on my gifts because I'm worried that I don't have your gifts. So I'm going to cheer for you to be the most that you can be, and I'm hoping that you cheering for I can be the best that I can be.
And don't you find, Sean, that when you surround yourself with people who have talents you may not have, you bounce off those people, and sometimes you come up with a great idea.
Absolutely. You find those ideas. I always tease, my brother teases me that I have a face for radio, so I deserve to be in radio. But you know, I don't know that anybody ever looked at me and thought that, oh, he's going to be able to do this, he's going to be able to do this. I got no eyebrows, no chin. I mean, hey, I'm just a guy that's trying to get along in life. But you figure out a way, you figure out a path, you find what your gifts are. I'm always telling people, find your gifts. Ask the people that care about you, the people that you spend time with, what your gifts are.
What do you see in me?
When I was being recruited, coaches were asking me, what do you want to major in? I sat down with my father and said, Pops, what do you think I should do? What do you think I should major in? Where are my gifts? Where are my skill sets that I can build a life for myself if I develop those?
And then you found out what made Sean.
Absolutely.
Okay, so we bring it back to athletics. You say use sports as an example for life, being luck, hard work, and competition. All of it go hand in hand.
Yeah, because I enjoy the competition. And we got to, you know, it's one of those things that the joy of sports is really in getting there. The championship is great. You know, University of Texas lost to Alabama with some unfortunate circumstances for the national championship, but it's the journey that you'll remember.
That's true.
I'm always telling people, understand that sports is great, but the value of sports is when I take my son to a football game. It's the relationship that's building. The games come and go, but it's the value, the relationships, the understanding competition, what comes from that. Competition is what brought the price of the computer down. Competition is what put the assembly line together for cars. Competition is a great thing, and we all grow and develop from it.
And competition is why you can get the Apple iPhone for $99 when 2 years ago it was $299.
Exactly.
Right? Exactly. Now, this is what I love, too. You say strengthen your huddle. That means the people in your circle, right?
Well, it's weird to me. When you look at sports, teams often do better at home than they do on the road. Because they have support structure. They stay in their own beds. They don't have to travel. And it amazes me that people don't do that more often with the people around them. People spend time with people that constantly bring them down. They don't encourage them. Negative forces. And I choose to not do that. Now, it's probably caused me to end some relationships, and I'll be like, hey, I'm glad you helped me do this, and you helped me through graduate school. See ya. because
Yes.
I got to figure out people that I can strengthen and that can strengthen me, because the negativity usually brings the positive person down more than the positive
That is so
bringing
true.
the negative person up.
Sean, this is such a light bulb moment, because like you say, if you take the characteristics of what it means to be in a huddle in everyday life, it really applies to how you live your life,
Because here's
wherever
the-
you are and whoever you're with.
Here's the huddle. I always look at it and say the huddle in football, I was a football
Yeah,
player,
yeah.
is the most sacred place in sports to me, because it's the only place where you get black and white, north and south, east and west, conservative, liberal, all in the same huddle.
And
You
we're
put
all
them
on the same team.
Yeah, you put them all in the same color jersey, you let them bleed, sweat, and tear up together, and special things start to happen.
Yeah, I see why you're a motivational speaker, my brother. Good job. Good job. Listen, if I were you, if I had a friend, if I had a coworker, if I had somebody that I thought could use this book, I'd send them the link. It's Okay to Be Crazy. This is how you purchase Sean Adams' book. Go to SeanAdams.net. It's okay to be crazy. Step out, do something you never thought you could do.